Thanks to EA for sponsoring this video. Hey lovelies, it's Kate. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. It's time for another Enchanted by Nature early access build, and I wanted to create a really whimsical fairy build, which is sitting on a book. I found inspo for this on Pinterest and thought I'd give it a try. This has been done before in the past. The amazing Sim stream, for example, Irene did it back then, and I think the amazing Sid Mac did like a challenge with this. So there have been book builds before, but I just wanted to create the one from Pinterest and give it a try, and shout out to these amazing creators, of course. And yeah, let's see how I built this. Before we continue, remember to use code EMERALD when shopping Sims 4 packs to support me and my channel. Add a pack to your cart, enter Emerald, and apply the code. You can now save up to 60% in the Sims 4 summer sale. Thank you so much for your support. Creating a book in The Sims 4 is all about roofs. I built a foundation and a platform, I added a roof in the center, and I expanded the eaves on only one side. You can do that by holding down Shift, but I think it doesn't really matter if you hold Shift here because the other side would just go like into the ground essentially. But that's how I did it. I duplicated all the different roof pieces so they would have the same shape. I then also altered them a little bit so they wouldn't look too similar. So I was going like for the same shape, but at the same time I was kind of moving the top page a little bit, for example, so it's like bent so it looks more random and more realistic. I was really struggling to find the right dimensions for this. I felt like the dimensions weren't right, but then I was kind of happy eventually. This was like the biggest struggle when it came to this build, and I was really happy with how this turned out eventually. I just used the white base scheme roof swatch to make it look like pages, like paper, and I also applied a roof trim which tied everything together. I also like made the smaller page at the top to make it look interesting. I applied a platform color, a foundation color, a floor, so it kind of started to look more like a book. And I then just started to build on top of the book. So I stumbled upon these amazing rocks in debug. I mean, some of them are base game, but some of them are also from Enchanted by Nature. These like overgrown rocks with moss are from Enchanted by Nature, and my idea was to place them to like fill in the pages a little bit, and then I wanted to build the house on top, but I like noticed that this would make a lot of sense, so I decided to like move the rocks to the side and to then like place them later on because they were just in the way at this point. And I built a bridge in the front because in the original reference from Pinterest there was also a bridge, and I thought the idea of connecting the pages like this is just amazing because it just looks so wonderful. It just kind of really puts an emphasis on the two pages and the whole layout and shape. So I thought, okay, I want to have a bridge. I then had no idea how to really connect everything to the build. I was kind of winging the build. I didn't like follow the shape of the reference here, or not a lot, so I made a lot of changes and it slowly came together. I wanted to have a chimney and I added some roofs to this, and I just wanted this to look very whimsical. It's fairy themed, but it's more like a fairy cottage, and it's totally over the top. It's like one of those fantasy builds which like make sense or don't make sense. Like, it's up to you. In a fairy world, it could make sense because it's like a giant house on a book, on a giant book, but it also could be too much. But I just wanted to have fun with this. I feel like I'm building in a specific style. I love mansions, and because of the fantasy theme here, I just wanted to embrace it. I really wanted to like build something whimsical, fun. I really wanted to embrace the whole fantasy thing and thought, okay, I'm just going to build this and I'm going to have fun with this. I added the brand new fences from Enchanted by Nature. Really excited about the windows and doors. I feel like they really stand out. They look wonderful. I added a trim around it, decided on a roof swatch, and I then slowly started to incorporate the rocks into the build again. I just placed the mossy one from Enchanted by Nature on top of the base game one. I then decorated the roof because we are now able to place plants on a roof, which is amazing, and it's a base game feature, but it's sometimes a little bit difficult because even though Move Objects On was activated, it wouldn't let me place the plants anywhere. I also explained this in my last video for my first Enchanted by Nature build. So this was kind of tricky because I just want to activate Move Objects and place them everywhere, but I did my best here and was trying to make it look overgrown and cute. I added lots of pillars, which are amazing. I love the shape, and here you can see the amazing glass wallpaper. When I saw this, I screamed. I thought, oh my god, because these are just wonderful. They turn a wall into glass, and these are from Enchanted by Nature, and they have this very whimsical, very themed layout, but they're also ones in the base game. So anyone is now able to have some amazing glass rooms. You can use this for so many things. I'm going to also make content about this, but it's like groundbreaking. I was so excited, and I thought it's so amazing that it's not just a window, but simply a wallpaper. Like, how amazing is this? I'm so excited. And I then started to like landscape the back a little bit, and you can here see how I've placed stairs in the back. I just built a little patio essentially, and the Sims are able to enter the build by using the stairs in the back. I wanted to hide them in the back because the front of the build is supposed to look like a book, and I wanted the bridge in the front to stand out and everything. I just didn't want to ruin the whole layout by having stairs in the front. Of course, this is not super practical because your Sims now have to walk to the back. But if you don't like this, you could always like make changes to this and expand the foundation in the front a little bit, add some stairs there. So this was kind of my vision for this, I guess. I then started to apply wallpaper to the interior, and I wanted this to look very themed, very whimsical, of course. I mean, this is like, I guess this just happens by default when you're using the amazing furniture from Enchanted by Nature. But I was going for a green wallpaper because I added so many plants, and I'm also going to add plants to the interior. So I wanted this to like have this nature vibe. I decided to use this area as the kitchen. Initially, I had doors over there, but I replaced them with a window, so I was able to build a kitchen there. And I made a lot of changes to this kitchen in the building process, as you can here see, but I just did my best to make it look whimsical. It's an open kitchen, of course, and this is like really compact. I will add a ladder so the Sims are able to reach the top. This build only has one bedroom and one bathroom. It's really compact. I think it's either a 40 by 30 lot or a 30 by 20 lot, but it's not gigantic, and I used a lot of space for the book, and I just wanted to build a really whimsical small house in the center on top of the book. And I decorated this, and I eventually settled on this swatch for the counters, which is like this dark wooden brown, which looks amazing. At first, I had used a brighter swatch, but I thought, okay, this is looking really warm and cozy and inviting. And I had placed a half wall behind the counter, and I thought, okay, I'm just going to use an island counter in this blue swatch, so it's like more colorful and fun. And we have these small planting pots now, which you can use to plant stuff, which is amazing. I love this so much. And this little room, which is made out of glass using the new glass wallpaper, I thought, okay, this is like the perfect spot for a dining room in my opinion. I then just placed the living room right in the center, connecting everything, the dining area, the kitchen, and I also included a desk and a bookshelf, so it's like really compact. I mean, it's not tiny, but I feel like it's really small for like compared to what I usually build probably. And I then also furnished the bedroom. You can see the bathroom is behind this room, and also very whimsical and colorful. And yeah, this is almost it. This video is slowly coming to an end. I'm going to add screenshots so you can see what's going on. This build will go up in the gallery as soon as the pack is out for everyone. And also, this is your reminder, if you want to support me in my channel, you can use code Emerald in the EA app. Thank you so much if you want to support me. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye.